I'm Jess Scarrett and welcome to SUNS TV on this Easter Saturday as we warm up for the opening match of the 2013 AFL season. Now, the City of Gold Coast joins us as a presenting partner, and throughout the year we look forward to showing off this beautiful city of ours, its fabulous people and locations like beautiful Burleigh Heads that make it the Gold Coast, full stop. On the show this week, we introduce our brand new Grassroots segment. Favourite Suns makes its long-awaited return, Guy Mckenna previews the clash with the Saints, and Captain Gary Ablett is the focus of our player feature. So let's get cracking. Each week, we'll put together a bunch of Suns highlights and we want you to nominate your Host Plus Quality Performer of the Week. It's really easy. Jump onto our Facebook page, choose either A, B or C to be in the running for an awesome Suns merchandise pack, all thanks to Host Plus, the quality industry super fun. Okay, let's check out Suns Gold.
Work on his own, but he just really was tapping it down into trouble. Smith, and it's gone through. Big Zach. Well, he looks like he did in his first year, plus a bit more, doesn't he? He looks dangerous.
Yeah, he's very fit. He's an elite runner, we know that. We've seen this over his short career already, where in a crumbing situation, he can get the ball to foot very effectively.
Oh,
he's got
tough to hold your feet. Spanger versus Campbell Brown. Goes back towards the line, 2 seconds. It's going to be a tie, can you believe?
Free kick.
Oh,
free kick to the Suns. Any score wins.
Here we go, Jace.
You'd expect him to be able to kick somewhere between the 2 point posts from there.
Talented kick.
Yeah.
Tough conditions though, as we've said. Just got a score to win for the Gold Coast. Luke Russell, the boy from Tassie, comes in. It's enough. It's a behind. It's a bit Plugger-esque, isn't it?
Well, celebrations from the Suns. They're up and about.
Well, they're playing the premiership favourites and the team that played off in the grand final.
Adelaide with 16 wins for the season. Gold Coast with 3. Oh, look at this. Straight down the middle, taking it on, and that's a splendid grab from behind. He's off. Ablett. He might go all the way himself.
All they've got to do is shepherd.
No one's ahead of him.
Just believe that the trigger finger pointed at you's not empty. Do you ever feel indestructible? If I get lost, I know I'll find my way home. 'Cause when you're looking through these eyes,
He's pretty much the best player in the code, the Suns skipper, and our first player feature for 2013. Of course, I'm talking about Gary Ablett.
I started football at a very young age, got drafted at 17. I remember at school, all I wanted to do was play football. It was my dream, that's all I ever wanted to do. Luckily enough for me, it worked out.
To Gary Ablett, who lifts it a notch and has it cracked. Gary!
Look, I spent a lot of time around the Geelong Football Club growing up, obviously because my dad was there. You know, we used to go down to most of the training sessions, go along to most of the games, and that was pretty much my life. You know, I loved footy as a kid. I was very, very close to my dad. I could still remember my mum used to take my brothers and sisters away on family holidays, and I didn't want to go away because if I was going to miss a footy match, then I would have preferred to go to that. I know when I first got down to the Geelong Football Club, a lot of media and a lot of people around the club that wanted to do a lot of interviews and things like that, and I used to say no to a lot of it. I know there was a lot of talk down there at the time whether I was actually kind of good enough to make the list or if they would just give me that opportunity because of my name. I wanted to prove myself first. I didn't want them to be doing those interviews because of my dad and because of what he had achieved. So the first couple of years I just really focused on my footy and trying to make my own name in footy. It's part of the reason why I didn't take the number 5 as well.
Coming up later in the show, you can catch part 2 of our Gary Ablett feature. And if you're thinking about heading to the coast to watch the Suns in action at Mckenna Stadium, we'll show you some great ways to extend your stay. But first, thanks to our foundation partner, Southport Sharks, our most popular segment from last season is back, Favourite Suns.
Suns fan, we're back in 2013s for favourite Suns segment, which is always a magnificent insight into some of the guys and what they've been up to. And today's topic was just talking a little bit about what they've been doing over the pre-season and the breaks. And as you can see, a lot of them have been very, very busy. Stephen May, now the topic is what's changed since Suns fans saw you last. So we're going right back to September-ish, and I know a few things have changed in your personal life. Do you want to let everyone out there know?
So I've got a British bulldog now. She's
called
Bonnie. She's a little girl. She's very nice.
What's new? What's been happening with you over the off season? I know you've got a new car, but what else has been? You got a new do and a little bit of facial hair too. What's been going on?
I wouldn't say new do. I've sort of had this going for a while.
It's not really that exciting, is it? Walking into the physio room. Some guys you see in here a lot, others you don't see. But one man who's been working feverishly off field is Seb Tape to overcome that ACL knee injury. You reckon you would have been back a little bit quicker if we got some decent physios in the joint?
Wouldn't hurt.
Oh, what about that? No, he does a magnificent job.
Yeah, they're very good.
Moved in with my girlfriend. Big step.
Okay, yeah. You previously lived with a few of the boys?
Yeah, living with Jacob Gilby, Tom Lynch. So it's a lot of work, as long as playing football. So
bad influence as well. So
focus on one thing at a time.
Okay, always a big step when you move in with your missus. I know that you've got a jet ski there that you're getting repaired at the moment. Do you take that out too much?
No, I haven't. Well, just because I got it repaired, but I'm actually picking it up today, and a few of us boys are going down to Byron. So.
Very good. I heard Dicko calling the bloke that was repairing his jet ski the other day and give him an absolute mouthful for taking too long. So he's got the job done. Well done.
Yeah. Going into the season, I don't know where I'll be playing, but hopefully it's up forward or down back.
Stephen May, everybody, I saw him go back and kick a 65-metre drop punt goal up at Townsville against the Kangaroos, so expect to see plenty more of that.
Fresh from a string of sellout shows across the USA, Europe, Australia and New Zealand, and from filming their new movie Nitro Circus 3D, Travis Pastrana's Nitro Circus is headed to the Gold Coast. A massive cast of 40 athletes will hurl themselves off the 50-foot-high Giganta ramp in a show not to be missed. Check nitrocircuslive.com for details on their Gold Coast show and make a weekend of your trip to the Gold Coast to see the Suns in action.
A major focus pre-season was to get these boys bigger and fitter, and the end result is then we can compete for longer because these boys can start to run out games better. And clearly what I saw through the NAB Cup, we've played basically the grand finalists and the premiers from last year. Another side in the top 8, and we played Melbourne, who have obviously recruited some bigger, stronger bodies. They're trying to work their way up the ladder as well. So as far as quality of opponents, tick, and for us to basically win those halves against North, Sydney, and Melbourne on the weekend, I think for the group it's a massive tick in there, and one, they can do it, and two, starting to believe that they actually can do this.
And we are licking our lips, looking forward to it. Bennell runs in and pops it through. So Gold Coast do get some reward, and the Suns hit the front.
To come through the NAB Cut relatively unscathed. Our performances certainly in the second half have been encouraging. It means they've got fitter, they're understanding our structures better. So some really good chemistry starting to show out.
Just the start he was looking for now.
Sometimes it was effort, and then obviously personnel and their game plan versus our game plan. But yeah, I have no doubt that they set a course for basically trying to bully the fellas. And again, one thing I've got out with the game plans aside is that our boys won't be bullied. And that's clearly what we need to do against St Kilda. I mean, they've physically come out and bashed us, if you like, in our 2 years of playing AFL footy. Well, I hope they do. When I say I'm looking forward to the challenge of them trying to do that this year, because I think our boys are now ready to absorb that and hopefully then outrun them and outlast them more and compete with them for longer. And again, we might start to spook a few sides, and obviously St Kilda round 1 is our first opportunity to do that.
SUNS TV is proudly brought to you by our presenting partners. City of Gold Coast, inspired by lifestyle, driven by opportunity. Dreamweavers, hosting a function and want to make a lasting impression? Let Dreamweavers bring your event to life. Tourism Gold Coast. The Gold Coast is Australia's undisputed home of entertainment, constantly wowing holidaymakers with its variety of things to see and do. Take time to explore the Gold Coast. Community remains central to the SUNS development and success both here on the Gold Coast and across Queensland, with players contributing more than 10,000 hours over the last 2 years. And all thanks to our great mates at Dreamweavers. Here's Spotlight on Community.
The Shine Schools program is just about healthy eating and healthy activity. So we go down to the schools and really promote getting out, getting active, and what the right things are to eat.
Hey guys, how you going? My name's Andrew Boston. We all play for the Gold Coast Suns.
Madraba Creek feels very fortunate that we've been able to do the program again this year. The kids really enjoyed it last year.
I need 2 volunteers.
It aligns with our curriculum, with our Smart Moves for Education Queensland, so it's promoting healthy bodies, fitness, all of that sort of thing. Plus we like the way that it aligns us with the community. It allows the children to understand that sports is part of the community and to support AFL football, which is a league that they're not used to.
Who does Oz kick in the afternoon? Good boy. You? Soccer as well? Everyone plays soccer. Kickboxing. I won't mess it with you then.
So the program's been around for about 3 years now. We've really sort of almost booked out pretty much every year with the schools. The interest, the popularity of the program's really growing.
Who can tell me the benefits of eating meat and poultry and fish and those things? Yes, good work. Superstar. Very impressed with their knowledge of healthy living and healthy eating.
The kids always come up with some really great answers. They really enjoy the program. They love having the players come down, so they love having that back and forth with the guys there.
Yep. I'm 18, Clay's 18, and Bocky's 29. So he's a bit older than us, but he's experienced.
It is really good development for the players. A lot of players pick it up quite easily, like Bozo. They find it quite comfortable to talk to kids. But a couple of players like Calais, it's good for their development. They get up, they learn how to speak in public, get comfortable talking to large groups of people.
Membership is the lifeblood of an AFL club, and by securing your 2013 club membership, you're playing your part and assisting the Gold Coast Suns to achieve their 21-3 goal of 20,000 members and an AFL premiership within the next 3 years. A Sun Screamers away package gives you access to 2 away games and 3 home games throughout the 2013 Gold Coast Suns AFL Premiership season at just $135 for adults and $70 for juniors. Remember, distance is no barrier with a Sun Screamers away membership designed specifically for Gold Coast Suns members who live in regional Queensland and interstate.
We love our footy here on SUNS TV, but we're also big fans of entertainment. So each week we're going to hit up Ticketmaster for the lowdown on the biggest gigs and events across the state.
The Gold Coast Suns host the Brisbane Lions in Q Clash 5 at Metricon Stadium in just 2 weeks. Pete Murray plays the Harvey Road Tavern in Gladstone on April 18, while the Red Hot Summer Tour Aussie Rock Extravaganza arrives on the Gold Coast for one night only in early May, featuring Jimmy Barnes, Ian Moss, The Baby Animals, Dragon and Chocolate Starfish. To get your tickets for all these events, simply hit up ticketmaster.com.au.
We've got a big finish coming up after the break, including part 2 of our Gary Ablett feature and a brand new segment that's all about grassroots footy. Stick with us, you're watching SUNS TV. The Gold Coast's most loved footy venues are great locations to host your next function. We can easily host 30 people or 30,000. Skill Park and Metricon Stadium both offer unique spaces tailored to suit any event. You want pies? You got it. Fresh seafood? No problem. Oh, and did we mention the view? With award-winning caterers, the unmistakable surrounds, premier function facilities and diverse spaces, we will make your event one to remember. Visit stadiumfunctions.com.au for further information.
Football's been my life for such a long time, and it's given me so many great things and so many opportunities, so many great friendships, relationships. At the same time, it is, it is a tough industry at times. There's no doubt about that. We're very lucky to be getting paid to do what we love. And I've always loved football, but there's some sides of it, and I think over the last 5 years, especially with the media and kind of attacking people's private lives and things like that, is very much changed. And I just feel over the years it hasn't allowed me to spend time with people that I really want to spend time with, family, friends, grow those relationships. I've really struggled with that because that's something that's really important to me. And I've been trying to give time to those people, but at the same time give everything to football. That's something that some players really can't deal with. They really struggle with that, and that's why you see, talented players come into the AFL, they struggle with that whole side of it and they walk away. And my brother's probably a perfect example of that. So I think now that I understand what it takes to become, an elite AFL footballer, and how professional you have to be and how much time you have to dedicate to it, I'm a lot better at juggling those things. It has been challenging for me, it really has. I've seen people in my life, especially close to me, that have really been struggling with things, and I've felt guilty at times because I've been spending so much time, on my training, my recovery, those kind of things, because I wanted to become the best footballer I can, but at the same time, I felt like I haven't been able to be there for those people when I wanted to be there for them. So, there's something I'm really working on, because at the end of the day, relationships are more important to me. Football's just a game, and...
Is that always been the case?
No, I wouldn't say it has. I mean, I've always been close with my family, and I've obviously got some really close friends in my life that I think when I started football I couldn't spend as much time with them as I used to. But for probably the first 5 or 6 years of my career, it was all about footy. I used to believe that if I achieved all these individual awards and premierships and stuff like that, that was going to bring fulfilment to my life. And don't get me wrong, I'm sure I'll walk away from my career and I'll be able to look back on a lot of those things. It's something that no one can ever take away from me. I've grown some relationships, I've achieved so much with the Geelong boys, and hopefully I can achieve a lot with the Gold Coast boys up here. But at the end of the day, it doesn't bring fulfilment. I believe we're put on this earth for a purpose, and it's to live for something bigger than ourselves. And yeah, so.
We are thrilled to be launching a segment which reaches out to AFL clubs and players across the state. We want to hear about things like special events, club and player achievements. All you have to do, email your details along with a photo where possible, and we'll highlight as many as we can on the show. This is Grassroots Footy.
There's lots of opportunities to play AFL around Queensland and northern New South Wales. Here's just a few. The Ballina Bombers urgently need players for season 2013, kicking off April 6. For more info, call Peter Plummer on 0418 182 823. If you live on the sunny coast, the Maroochy Roos would love to hear from you. They welcome players of all ages and standards. You can register on their website. The Cairns Women's pre-season comp is underway, but there's always room for more players, so hit up the AFL Cairns Facebook page to find out more. Gold Coast Youth Girls are kicking off their under-15s and under-18s Wednesday night comp on April 17. You can enter as a whole team or join an established team. Find out more on their Facebook page. Finally, the Broadbeach Cats had their junior sign-on day recently, and the crew from 1029 Hot Tomato rocked up to lend a hand. Nice work. Remember, for fun and fitness for the whole family, get around your local AFL club.
If you've liked what you've seen here at beautiful Burleigh Heads and you're thinking a trip to the Gold Coast is exactly what I need, well, Tourism Gold Coast have some awesome accommodation deals to make your holiday a little more affordable.
Here's an opportunity to turn the trip to the footy into a luxurious weekend. Sofitel Gold Coast Broadbeach is offering a superior ocean view room including full buffet breakfast for two and complimentary car parking from $345 per night. Located in the heart of Broadbeach, the beautifully appointed Sofitel includes the award-winning restaurant and bar, Room 81, On 3 restaurant, TC's bar and gaming, internet lounge, library, gym and 2 outdoor pools overlooking Broadbeach. The offer is valid for the weekends of April 13 and 20. To find out more, call 1800 074 465 and quote Gold Coast Suns. Sofitel Gold Coast Broadbeach. It's the luxurious way to have a footy weekend.
Well, that's Suns TV for this week. Enjoy the game, and from all of us, have a very happy and safe Easter. And remember, if you want to get involved in the game day conversation, hit us up on Facebook and Twitter. Our game day hashtag is AFL Suns Saints. I'm Jess Garrett. I'll see you next time for more Suns TV.